I'm just waiting for this to give me the green signal. And while we're waiting for that, so in the order of appearance today, we had Arani Mataji going in first, then we were followed by Sutapa Mataji. Then we had Varshana Mataji, and then now we have Surachi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam. Anybody else who is there on the call that I didn't call out? Okay, we are good. And it says that this call is being broadcast, so let me double check on my channel here. Okay. And indeed, we are broadcasting. Okay, so let's get started here. Dandat Pranams, dear devotees, thank you so much for joining this Bhagavad Gita class, pronunciation, recitation. And we have been going pretty steady for the last couple of weeks, almost memorizing verses, so that's a good thing. Let's see how we go today by the mercy of the Lord. The first Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Okay, so let's get started with sharing the screen, and hopefully I have the verse up there. And here we are. Okay, and I see that Madhav Sangini Mataji also joined us here. Hare Krishna, thank you for joining.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
All right, then the pranams. Okay, so 2.44. Second chapter is a long chapter. It's going to take us a whole year, but it's a very powerful chapter. A lot of fundamentals get cleared here. Bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate. Bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate. Bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate. So which word do you think is a difficult one here?
Vyavasāyā-ātmikā.
Everybody agrees?
What was the question?
Which is a difficult word?
Vyavasāya-ātmikā.
Tayā? Yeah, both of them, right? Tayāpahṛta. There's a dot. So it's not tayāpahṛta. It is tayāpahṛta, like Ritu. Okay? Rishi, Ritu. The dot is there. Can you see the dot underneath the R?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's first look into the word meanings here so that we get familiar with the verse, because verses that we are familiar with and understand are easy to memorize. Okay, bhoga means material enjoyment. What is the opposite of bhoga?
Klesha.
Abhoga.
Yoga.
Yoga. Bhoga means to materially enjoy. Yoga, well, conceptually, if you're doing yoga, then of course, you're letting go of little bhoga. So bhoga and tyag, right? They go together. Bhoga, tyaga, bhoga, tyaga, bhoga, tyaga. And that's what we do all the time. And that's what you also see little kids doing, right? Have you seen little kids with a 2-year-old with a toy, right? And they're playing with the toy. And then suddenly you come with a new toy. So whatever was a toy in their hand, they just drop it like that unceremoniously and then go for the new one, right? Bhoga, tyaga, bhoga, tyaga. That's what we do in life also. Okay. All right. So bhoga, aiśvarya, opulence, prasaktānām, for those who are attached, right, to bhoga. So bhoga prasaktānām and aiśvarya-prasaktānām, so those who are attached to these two things. Tayā, by such things. Apahṛta-cetasām, bewildered in mind. Cheta is mind. Vyavasāya-ātmikā, vyavasāya-ātmikā, right? Vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ, right? Vyavasāyātmikā means fixed in determination. vyavasāya-ātmikā buddhi. You're determined. Buddhi, devotional service to the Lord. It's an interesting thing, right? Buddhi means devotional service to the Lord because that is the right use of your intelligence. That when you're doing devotional service to the Lord, you can use your intelligence in so many material activities and be proclaimed like, who am I? Oh, I founded Facebook. But real use of intelligence is to do devotional service to the Lord. Samādhau, in the controlled mind, right? So, well, that's why from there you have the word samādhi, samādhau, they are related to each other, right? Samādhi basically means your mind is completely controlled. Na, never. Vidhīyate does take place. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence. What's the Sanskrit for sense enjoyment?
Bhoga.
Bhoga. And who are bewildered. What's the Sanskrit for bewildered?
apahṛta-cetasām.
Apahṛta-cetasām.
Cetasām. Right? Apahṛta-cetasām. Looks like a very musical, nice word. Well, what is it? Oh, mind is bewildered by such things. Okay. And what is being attached too much to sense enjoyment? What does that mean?
prasaktānām.
Prasaktānām. Okay. What is material opulence?
Bhoga.
aiśvarya.
Aishwarya, correct. For 500 points. And those who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination. What is resolute determination?
Vyavasāya-ātmikā. Vyavasāya-ātmikā.
Vyavasāya-ātmikā is resolute determination for devotional service. What is devotional service?
Buddhi.
Buddhi.
And what is does not take place?
Vidhīyate.
Vidhīyate, right? So what is the first line just talking about? Just the first line.
For those who are attached to material enjoyment
bhogaśvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
and opulence.
Aruni Mataji, say that again, please.
For those who are attached to material enjoyment and opulence.
And opulence, right? That's all. That first line is saying just that. Then, what is the second line saying?
They are bewildered in mind by such
Mind.
things.
For such things.
By such things they are. Tayā, by such things. Apahṛta-cetasām, they are bewildered. What are those such things? What things are we talking about?
Opulence and material enjoyment.
Correct. For 500 points. Okay. Then what is the third line saying? Vyavasāya-ātmikā buddhi.
I think for those who are fixed in devotional service to the
Those
Lord.
who are fixed in devotional service,
determination.
what does it say? Vyavasāya-ātmikā buddhi?
Fixed in determination.
What is fixed? What is
Determined.
determination? Yeah, they're determined. That's a key word. They're determined, right? In doing devotional service. In mind of those who are too attached, such thing that resolute devolution does not take place. So it's a negative verse. It's saying that if you are doing this material enjoyment and you have an attachment for aishwarya, opulence, then you notice here material enjoyment and aishwarya, they're put as two separate things, right? Did you notice that? It's not necessary.
Yes. I think bhoga is to the verb and opulence, that's the noun, aishwarya.
To guys to attach
Adjective.
material enjoyment, right? And aishwarya is opulence. So what I'm trying to say is that they are two separate things. See, opulence, we know. What is opulence? When we say opulence, what does it mean? When you say, oh, today the prasadam was very opulent.
Plentiful, wonderful, plentiful and
Opulent means plenty.
rich.
Famous, actually.
Famous?
Yeah.
Mataji, here it is opulence is aishwarya.
Means
No, I'm just trying to say what is the
opulent
meaning
is
of opulence.
Mataji, we have one thing, we have more than what we needed.
I think it's
Opulence,
luxurious and plentiful.
that is abundance, right? What you're saying is when you have more, a lot of it, that is abundance.
Luxurious. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
great wealth or luxurious, right? So what I
Yes.
was trying to say here in this verse is that aishwarya is great. So I'm attached to getting great wealth and luxury. And what do I have? I have a Mancini sleep world, sleep number 9 bed or something like that. There's the opulence. Or prasadam is opulence. Like, well, today you get khichdi and some halwa. That's prasadam. But then next, I have paneer. I have name some things. I have mango lassi. That prasadam is opulence. There's more. Like that. So what I was saying was that here bhoga is material enjoyment. Bhoga, material enjoyment, doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have aishwarya. you can enjoy even very small, simple things, right? And still have material enjoyment in that, right? Look at the poor people. They're not having paneer, but they might just enjoy something simple like that, right? So keep that in mind. This attachment to enjoyment can happen at any level. Bhogaśvarya? Okay. So, and then what is the last word, last line mean?
So this never takes place in the controlled mind.
Devotional service, for them, devotional service does not take place. Means they don't do anything.
Devotional service, vyavasāya-ātmikā is what? Vyavasāya-ātmikā is fixed in devotion. Buddhi is devotional service. So we took care of devotional service.
But it's never, Mataji, na
Samādhau
vidhīyate does not take place.
established in
It means
Samādhi, in the
it means the
controlled
mind is not
mind.
controlled, and so it never takes the resolute devotional service doesn't take place. The resolute determination for devotional service never takes place because the mind is not controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So samādhau vidhīyate. So you see how in the translation, samādhau vidhīyate, that part is coming in the very beginning itself, in the minds of those. Right? In the minds of those, it doesn't happen. So, and in the translation, you see, it's not a controlled mind. So how things are said in Sanskrit, how certain things are, explained in English are different, and how Prabhupada has put it over there, right? But as long as you get the essence of it, right? That if you are indulging in, or you're attached to doing material enjoyment, attached to opulence, then you will not be able to get that strong determination to do devotion. Then you don't, because what happens is that when you are attached to material enjoyment and all that, what happens? Your apahṛta-cetasām, your mind becomes bewildered. So when your mind is bewildered, then you will not be able to get that determination to be able to do devotional service to the Lord. And that is why you see we talk about tapa and austerities and things like that. They all aid and help us in going forward. Okay.
Mataji, if I hadn't seen the translation and I just looked at the meanings of this word, I would have interpreted it to say that those whose minds are fixed in devotional service to the Lord, whose minds are controlled, would never have attachment to material enjoyment and opulence.
Yeah. That is why, we look at the, and in Sanskrit, so many words can be interpreted in so many words, right? Okay. So the importance of acharyas in our life. So let's go and look at the breakdown. Bhogaīśvarya, like that. Prasaktānāṁ, tayāpahṛta, right? Pahrita. I can even break it down. I think pahrita. It might be easy for us to remember that there's a ri and not a ra. Tayāpahṛta-cetasām, vyavasāyātmikā, buddhiḥ, samādhau na vidhīyate. Okay, let's go for it, starting with Arunimataji.
Mataji, that is the dot underneath the H. So buddhiḥ, it don't sound like that? Means pronunciation?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Vyavasāyā-ātmikā, buddhiḥ, right? So because of the dot. Yeah. Okay, let's get started from the first line.
Bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ, tayā
Like it's a pa.
I think you should put that together. Apahṛta-cetasām, vyavasāyātmikā, buddhiḥ, samādhau na vidhīyate.
Okay, good. So
Yes. Bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ, tayāpahṛta-cetasām, vyavasāyātmikā, buddhiḥ, samādhau na vidhīyate.
good. Vachanamati.
Bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ, prasaktānām tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāya-ātmikā
Say that again.
buddhiḥ
Say that again. Don't be in a hurry.
vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Good. Suchi.
bhogaiśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Very nice. Madhav singing.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Very nice. Irene?
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Nice. Chittappa?
bhogaśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāya-ātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Say.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. Suchi?
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Very nice.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Vidhīyate. Yeah. So it starts with bhog. Bhogaīśvarya. BH. bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām. Are you all ready to do the full known one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
All righty. Chittappa?
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Very nice. Okay. Vaishnavi?
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām
Where is tayāpahṛta? Where is tayāpahṛta written?
tayāpahṛta.
Where is apahṛta written?
apahṛta.
Where is apahṛta written?
tayāpahṛta-cetasām.
Correct.
tayāpahṛta-cetasām.
Yeah, that is why I broken it. I had broken that
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
word for a particular reason, paharita, because I know two things. I want everybody to emphasize on the H, pah, right? And then ri, and not ra, right? That's why I split like word like that. If you see in the Sanskrit, it is H and R are combined there in the hriday, like hriday, right? On the top, right? I want you to pronounce the H, like, you know, we just say, you know, hriday, you know, hriday, like H is there, right? Okay.
tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāya-ātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Good. Suruchi.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Good. Other singing.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
All right. So what's the first word of this?
bhogaīśvarya.
Bhogaīśvarya.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. So let's see. Bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ. I'm not showing on purpose. Okay. Yeah. Here. Bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ. Repeat after me.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ
tayāpahṛta-cetasām.
tayāpahṛta-cetasām
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ.
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ
samādhau na vidhīyate.
samādhau na vidhīyate.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ
I'll repeat, just listen what I'm saying, right? Okay. bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
prasaktānāṁ
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ
tayāpahṛta-cetasām.
tayāpahṛta-cetasām
tayāpahṛta-cetasām.
tayāpahṛta-cetasām
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ.
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ.
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ
Nice way to remember is vyava, say vyava, ayat, mika.
vyavasāyā-ātmikā
Say vyava, sayat, mika.
vyavasāyā-ātmikā
Vyava, sayat, mika. vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ.
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ
samādhau na vidhīyate.
samādhau na vidhīyate.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
aiśvarya-prasaktānāṁ
tayāpahṛta-cetasām.
tayāpahṛta-cetasām
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ.
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ
samādhau na vidhīyate.
samādhau na vidhīyate.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ
tayāpahṛta-cetasām.
tayāpahṛta-cetasām
vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ.
vyavasāya-ātmikā buddhiḥ
samādhau na vidhīyate.
samādhau na vidhīyate.
What's the first word of the first sentence?
bhogaśvarya
Okay, and then second sentence.
tayāpahṛta-cetasām.
Vachana Mataji, don't break
Sorry.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
not apahṛta, just tayā. Tayāpahṛta.
Tayāpahṛta-cetasām.
Then what's the third line?
vyavasāya-ātmikā.
Vyavasāyātmikā. How many words are there? How many pieces are there? Vyavasāyātmikā.
Six.
vyavasāya.
There are
Six.
three children. Remember, there are three children. First child's name is Vyava, second child's name is Sayat, and the third child's name is Mika. It's a girl. Third one. Vyava, Sayat, Mika. Come here, Mika. Come here, Sayat. Where is Vyava? So good. Okay. Vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ. Okay. Samādhau na vidhīyate. Okay. So we are on the top of that hour. Let's each one of us go one time. Full blown.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Perfect. Next, Satapa.
Yes. bhogaśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Very good. Vachana Mataji.
bhogaśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyā-ātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Vidhīyate. Okay, good.
bhogaśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Right. And so for this one, I'll go, Madhav Sangini Mataji. Before you go, I just wanted to mention here, because two of you are pronouncing it wrong. This is tayāpahṛta and not tayāpahṛta. You see the difference there? Pahrita. Pahrita. Not paha. There is no A here for you to say. There is no A over here for you to say pahrita. Tayāpahṛta. That's why I've broken it down. Tayāpahṛta. Hriday, right? Hriday. Pahrita. Okay. Madhav Sangini.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ.
Oh, sorry. Didn't want to do that to you. Okay. Go ahead.
bhogaīśvarya-prasaktānāṁ tayāpahṛta-cetasām vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
Third line again.
vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ.
Yeah, this time it's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember the three kids. Vyavasāyātmikā. Vyavasāyātmikā buddhiḥ samādhau na vidhīyate.
buddhiḥ.
Okay, perfect. So this is good. We'll take your with this. Yeah, keep practicing. It's a beautiful verse and very powerful, very impactful. And so I will meet you again in March. And but please keep in touch with these verses from Bhagavad Gita, because they're easy come, easy go, right? In the morning, we think we have memorized the verse. By the time it's evening, it's like, what was the verse? So you have to be in touch with it. That's how the memory is, it fades. Okay? So be good. I will pray for all of you in the Dham when I'm headed. And please bless me that I am able to serve the devotees who are coming there in the Dham in a manner that pleases our parampara. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Have a nice yatra, Mataji.
Have a wonderful
Have a very
yatra.
beautiful yatra, Mataji. Happy yatra.
Thank you. Vanchikalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam bhavebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha gopremanande.
Hari Bol.
Be good to each other. You can start reading. Have a reading.